Ako binaka pa.
Is it bad?
Okay, so thanks for the follow. Okay, so yeah, so what I did is as I was coming down the left, it effed. So I purposely stopped the stream. I hit stop and let it stop for about a minute. Let's just try and see if I can find this place where I'm supposed to be right now. You guys love the shoes. Yeah, we got the sketches, remember? We got the sketches and they're doing well. Melbourne sites, tickets. Okay, I've got the map link up. Oh, it's a 7-minute car ride. Directions. Oh, it's a 7-minute walk. Perfect. What are you late for? Oh, we're doing a historical walk. I believe it's this way. I'm waiting for this map to sort of refresh. I feel like that's the wrong way. Where the fuck are we? Could I ask you a real quick question?
Yeah.
Do you know where that place is? I think it's by Melbourne Central.
Yeah, sure. You just have to go that way.
Okay, perfect.
Then continue through that street, which is Swanson Street.
Right.
And it's on the right. It's in front of the library.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much for your time. Okay, great.
Well,
If I can get there fucking... Morning. I'm late for a very important date. Yeah. Speed riz. That's what we called speed rizzing. That's how we get our stats up. How many Ks a day do you do on that thing? How many Ks? 5 Ks?
Yeah.
Keeps the heart rate up, eh? Blood pumping.
Yeah, it's faster than driving.
Oh, it totally is. And it's cheaper than trying to rent one of these bikes.
Yeah.
Cool, it's old school, I like it.
Thanks.
Suits you.
Thank you.
Have fun. See you out there. Yeah. Some more speed rizzing. Suits her because she looks hot and sexy on that bike. Where are we going, buddy? I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya. Oh, there she goes. That's my girl. That's my girl. Wait, I love you. fucking love you. I fucking love you. Trash water. Now we're good, we're gonna make it. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh, we hit that one. Look at this one. What the That's like a super one. Oh, it's this one. Oh yeah, there it goes. This is some AI shit. Wow, that's some dystopian shit right there, big time. That was insane. That is some robot shit. Did you guys see that? I've never seen that, eh? It was called like Sixth Sense or something, or? Yeah, it's like Sixth Sense. It's kind of like Sixth Sense. And it's, I reckon it's doing facial recognition. Vote yes on 14th of October. It's the Blade Runner show. Okay, here we go, we're here. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's the green shed. I can see him through there. Perfect. Okay, we got 5-10 minutes. Love it. Oh, what's a piece of paper she gave me? It's something to do with like indigenous rights of the Aboriginals, I believe. Yo, they're shooting a fucking skateboarding movie. Wow. Skateboarding flick. Are you guys producing content for Thrasher magazine?
fucking hope so. I hope it goes there.
Yeah, you would fucking make it. You've got the original VX1 with the depth lens.
He knows, good man. Yeah.
That's what we used to use.
Yeah,
I
NZ?
fucked one of those up. Yeah.
NZ, yeah, good man.
I fucked one of those up as a kid.
There you go.
Mini DV, fucking square.
Oh yeah.
Right. The video's square.
Yes.
It's a digital Handycam Mini DV. Oh, NTSC, bro.
Yeah,
so
this-
that's a Japanese one.
NTSC.
30
that's
frames
right.
per second.
Yep, that's exactly right.
And Firewire.
Yep. Classic.
And this fucking slots down and the battery
Yep,
sits inside.
That's exactly right. My man. Fucking legend.
2000.
All right.
The best camera
Yeah.
in 2000.
You know stuff.
Hey, I'll leave you guys to it.
Legend, man. Have a good one.
Cheers, buddy. I think you're gonna get it. VX 1001, exactly, with the depth lens. Did you see that dope depth lens? I'm just going to take a moment to take my jumper off before we meet with these chaps down here, the green shirts. Lime trees and lemon trees. Turn their bitch down on the knee. Should I give the chicken hat to the bird lady that's feeding the birds? She's got like birds landing on her and stuff. And this is the question, should I give the chicken hat to the bird lady? Because I was wearing it all last night. And I think it's a little played out. But yeah, just type it in the chat. Give it to her. I'll go do it now. Hello, how are you? Hi. I'm a live streamer and I couldn't help but noticing you and I felt as if you might need this more than I. Would you accept it? Would you be willing to accept it for the meme?
I would accept it, but I may or may not wear it.
Even if you put it on and took it off when I left and you could give it to someone. But I think it would suit you because you're interacting with the birds and they might actually reciprocate better.
I think just me having good food is enough for them.
You don't want it? Yeah, I better wear it.
Give it to someone who might actually wear it.
Okay, I appreciate you.
All good.
L bird lady in the chat, guys. She wiped her hands. Yeah, well, yeah, it's chill. Okay, we got about 3 minutes. Oh, it looks like the walking tour is packing out, which is good. It's filling out a bit, so I can lurk. Disgraceful slut. Yo. Well, honestly, I gave it to her and she put it on the fucking ground, you know? Like, I'm not trying to... I thought it was a... I thought it was a very honorable. Very honorable.
as well as the Celtic lads here who don't mind having their legs out either. Can I assume we're Scotland or Ireland? Yep, great.
Hey, buddy.
This is fine. Wonderful. Welcome. I haven't checked you in. What was the name of the booking there?
Ben.
Ben?
Yeah, if you could not read out the last name, that would be great.
When did you make the booking today?
Yesterday.
You wouldn't have been under any other name?
No.
Oh, Benny?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Easy.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
I'm not sure if I can re-up them here. Hey. Erected by a grateful public to perpetuate the memory of invaluable services rendered to Victoria by Sir Redmond Barry, KT, Doctor of Laws and a Judge of the Supreme Court.
Alrighty, good morning folks. It has just hit 10:30. What we like to do, we like to give you the next couple of minutes in case they haven't quite figured out the tram system. Maybe they're the next one in line for a coffee. We'll give you an extra couple of minutes. If you haven't come to say hello, please come do so. Get your name checked off so I know who's here, who's not. And yeah, we'll get started in about a couple of minutes, about 5. If you do need, now is the best chance. If you need the toilet, there is one just inside the library on your right hand side. If you need to refill a drink bottle, there are drink taps on both corners of the street. Refill or grab a drink of water. 5 minutes, we'll get started soon.
Okay. I'm not sure if I can re-up my prescription in Aussie, to be honest, but I don't think I'll be here long enough to need to do that. Oh look, there's some fucking pigeons up here. Should we have a look at that? Okay, chat, you guys all good? Check out George and the Dragon. Do you guys like mythology? Yeah. I know like old school RuneScape people and all those kinds of, you know, inner weebs, inner nerd. This is the fucking head. I know you guys want to see the cock. There's the cock. You sick bastards. Creepy, creepy individuals. I think she didn't want to wear it because of COVID-19, to be honest. A trans? No, I don't think the horse was trans. It had bits. It actually had I saw balls and a schlong. I don't know why he's slaying the dragon, but maybe someone can. What you mean harass, homie?
Alrighty, guys. Welcome. How's everyone feeling this morning?
Great!
Everyone else around you has to go to work. You get to spend 3 hours outdoor library. Welcome, everyone. It is a wonderful turnout. We are going to get started just up there behind the door. I'll explain. I know Australia is known for having a lot of very fanciful wildlife. A dragon is not one of them. I'll explain what the dragon is doing here. That's a bit too far. Come on down, folks.
It's a good mob. We got a good mob. Yeah.
Oh, we're jumping into the chessboard, yeah. Yeah, feel free to jump into the chessboard, folks, if you want. This is chessboard, yeah. There's another one there if you actually want to play. So, welcome, everyone. How's everyone feeling today?
Lovely.
Fantastic. Welcome to Melbourne, folks, and welcome to the Sights Tour. We're going to spend about 2.5, close to 3 hours, really getting to know everything there is about this gorgeous city. I'm going to spend all this time talking to you about everything from the big grand history and the buildings and whatnot to the cool nitty-gritty little spots of Melbourne, everything in between. How it's going to work very simply is we're going to start by covering a lot of that history and giving you the good kind of context so you understand what and why everything is the way that it is. We're going to go up and around. We're going to kind of just outside the city centre. We'll come back into the city centre, have a quick little 10-minute break just to freshen things up, and then we'll go right down the middle of town as well. So through those cute little laneways and arcades and those kind of beautiful little nitty-gritty spots Melbourne's most known for. Then we'll end on the banks of the river with a beautiful skyline view, just as the weather will be clearing up at that point. How does that sound?
Great.
Fantastic. Now, I have said that I am going to take you down some laneways. You should never go down the laneways with a stranger. I should probably introduce myself. My name is Daniel. Everyone say good morning, Daniel.
Morning, Daniel.
Thank you. Please feel free to ask me any questions you have as we go through. I'd love to get to know where you're from, what brings you here. I'll start with a little bit about myself. My story starts, as I assume many of yours do as well, on the far side of the world, where I was born in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Now, I love my Brazilian heritage. I think it's absolutely phenomenal, despite our recent both men and women World Cup performances.
Hey, chat. So we're just getting the intro here. I'm going to look around the corners here.
Love to say there's 100% nothing, sun and rain. Alright. However, I did move to Melbourne when I was just 1 year old. So I can claim to have been here in the city for 98% of my life. Hopefully enough for you to trust me as a local, trust that I know what.
Thanks for the follow.
Since then I've studied music and performing arts at Monash University. Do you have any questions about the theatre side of things? Concerts, musicals, comedy, festivals? Don't worry, I will explain what is going on with Fringe Festival a bit later. Please ask me any questions. I'll let you know about the discounted tickets as well.
Knowledge. So what we're doing this morning is we're going on a Melbourne historical tour. This is our host here, and yeah, he just said we do not talk over each other in this classroom.
Wonderful couple of people, fantastic. Has anyone done our Auckland tours?
No. Has anyone done our Auckland tour?
You're my first, we only opened them up a couple of weeks ago. So, fantastic. How was it? Oh no.
That's Zobeezy's brother for sure. Zobeezy's brother in the chat.
I was going to say, I'm waiting for our first person because we only opened 2 tours up in Auckland about 2-3 weeks ago. So very
Cheers to you guys.
Do go check us out. But we've been running tours.
We're going to talk to people on the tour.
We run, like some other companies do,
We're going to talk to random people.
free tour model. No one pays for the tour up front, which is nice and easy. Unlike other groups that run using this model, we don't do sponsorships, donations, brand deals, anything like that with other local businesses or governments. The reason for that is not because we don't like to...
I'm not sure what's happening.
Friends, it's very simple because a big part of my job is to give you recommendations. To go here, eat this, drink that, see this, whatever the case may be. How can I give you an honest recommendation if I've got a big lot of money going into my back pocket to send you somewhere that's pretty average? We don't do that. We like staying independent.
I'm not trying to piss them off.
Our true, honest opinions. If something's good, we will tell you to go there. If something is great, we will tell you to go there. If something's pretty average, we'll be like, no. We like to stay completely honest. Therefore, all of our income comes from...
Should I turn this mic off?
If you enjoyed what I had to say, if you learned something, if one of my jokes was funny, you leave us what you thought the tour was worth. For transparency, similar price tours, similar size tours prepaid will start from about $40 per person and go up from there. It's entirely up to you. Now the money doesn't just go to me, of course, it does go to the company. We've got these bright green t-shirts for nice added visibility. But also, the website is packed with extra information for you. If you go there, you'll find blog posts and articles about where do I see kangaroos near Melbourne? How do you deal with the local wildlife? All of these kind of
Crackhead
things.
content.
Give you so many tools, and I'll tell you a couple more secrets around it as well. At the end of the tour, you leave me where you thought all of that was worth. How does that sound? Wonderful. I do know there are a couple of people with cameras and whatnot recording. That's totally fine. I'm happy for you to record. Just don't record the whole thing. Just short of blocks is what we prefer. No problem, the whole thing. That's fine. Great. Wonderful. Now, have a look around you. The city that you see around you, beautiful, bold, colourful, always under construction. This city has...
You said don't upload the whole tour. So I'll walk around, if I walk around here for a while, if I go like this, no, it was crackhead. Okay, so now technically I'm not uploading the whole tour.
This is the first time that people really cared about Melbourne in the 1850s. So whenever I say 1850s, I want you to think gold rush. This will help you understand what's going on. So 1850s means gold rush. 1850s means...
Gold rush.
Gold rush. There we go. That's what we want to hear. Then, a couple of decades later, we took that money from the gold rush, reinvested it into the local economy. We developed everything here, and then we decided that we wanted to be chic and fashionable and European. We modeled Melbourne on the three most fashionable cities of the time, London, Paris, and Milan. There are examples of those three cities everywhere throughout Melbourne. This period of high wealth, high fashion, high class, high sophistication is the 1880s marvelous Melbourne era. And it kick-started with an event that I'll tell you about later. But whenever I say 1880s, you think marvelous Melbourne, yeah? 1880s means...
Marvelous Melbourne.
Wonderful. 1880s means...
Marvelous Melbourne.
1850s means...
Gold rush.
Wonderful. That is what we want to hear. We're going to start off with this stunning building here, which is a great example of a gold rush era building. State Library Victoria, or when it first opened in 1856, was the Melbourne Public Library. One of the first free public libraries in the world. This wasn't attached to a university, this wasn't attached to anything. This was just a free public library. When it first opened, it was truly revolutionary because, like I said, open to everyone to enter. Over the course of the last 107 years, this library has grown and grown and grown. It takes over the entire city block. It is a library. They have reading spaces and research areas and whatnot, but also art gallery, museum space, events, seminars, talks, all of these things still 100% free. Highly, highly encourage you to go there. I am just going to very quickly point out, We normally have our own maps, but we're currently in the middle of reprinting them. However, I will tell you where to pick up one of these. These are the City of Melbourne guides, and we are very, very excited that we are currently on here as well. Because during COVID, of course, we were not able to have wonderful people like you come out and about and so we could take you around. So we decided to stay busy and work on a secret little project which came live earlier this year, which is called Wander. If you are not
It's a walking tour. It was organised by one of the viewers, and we're going like on a. It's a tour around Auckland. It's a tour around Melbourne, and a walking non-tent tour. Yeah, well, fucking. We saw some content before. There was like some maniacs happening down there. But yeah, apparently this is the thing. Should I go talk to some randoms? Do you want me to go talk to some randoms?
On the far side there, we have Joker Bar.
Did you head inside? Yeah. How'd you get on? Good. Nice place, isn't it? Yeah, lovely. Built during the gold rush, they say. Where are you from these days? Geelong. Oh, nice one. You got much planned for the day?
Yep.
Oh, well, you have a great day.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice shoes. Look fresh, mate. All right. I'm gonna. That's Burger Planet in 10 years. You can totally tell when people are done, eh? Oh, change the title. Hey, dude. Good. My name is Humongous. My name is Humongous. Later. Later, skater. Do you reckon they notice me? That I'm stalking them? Ask them about the dragon. You just need to look it up. Like, it's not that hard.
more for private membership.
We were on Kick News. How many clips were on Kick News? Was it 2? How many clips did we have on Kick News? I'd love to know. And if you want to play any music, if someone can hit the follow button just so that I can check that the speaker's working. And if you play anything questionable, I'll just start running away. Because I'm not trying to get arrested. What is this? What is this? Oh, yep.
Oh, it's the building on the far side of the road there. Of one of the old city law courts. There are the law courts on that side from the 1860s up until the 1990s. It was still the Magistrates Court in the 1990s, and then they all moved further down King and William Street.
Shadiness.
Come up. This is no longer the law court, as I said. The Magistrates Court moved out in the 1990s, and this is now owned by RMIT University, the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, one of Melbourne's 8 public universities. They own most of what is on this block, including this building here, and the courtyard for the jail next door. Now, I want to draw your attention to this intersection, and hopefully we get to see someone demonstrate for us a unique Melbourne traffic phenomenon. Yes, this Mercedes is going to demonstrate for us. Here, this is if you want to turn right, you actually have to do so, as this car is demonstrating, from the left-hand lane. You have to wait here until the lights change from yellow to red, and then you cut across 4 lanes of traffic. Who thinks that this is madness? Who thinks that this is normal? You're going to see it happen right now. Now that you've seen it, who thinks it's madness? Who can tell me why we might do something like this?
The train wants to go while you're waiting. The train wants to go through while you're waiting.
Exactly. The tram lines go right through the middle. If you were to turn right normally, like what these cars are doing on the road without the tram lines, you would be blocking the second busiest form of public transport here in Melbourne and the largest tram network in the world. 250 kilometres of tram track here. So instead, we politely ask that you wait to the side and then you cross over when you want, when you can afterwards. The name for this little manoeuvre is quite obvious when you look at the sign there. You see right turn from left only. It is a hook turn. You got to hook around there. I know this freaks out a lot of people who want to drive in Melbourne. First of all, just follow the locals, follow the signs. Most of us know what we're doing. I say most, I have seen some things at this intersection over the years which I'd rather not. But if you do want to avoid hook turns, go up one more block, then left, left, left. Sort it. You don't have to bother with it at all. But if you are in Melbourne, you pretty much don't need to drive anyway. Use the trams as much as you can. Of course, in the centre of town, they are completely free inside the free tram zone. But if not, pick up a Mikey and you can use them to get into the inner city suburbs. Carlton, Collingwood, Fitzroy, South Yarra, Richmond, even St Kilda down to the beach side. The best way to get there is on the tram, so do encourage you to use them as much as you can. Wonderful. This was the court. We are heading to the old prison. This used to be part of a law enforcement precinct, including the police station across the road there. That one actually had a very disastrous car bombing in 1984. Which you can actually still see damage of it on this building here. They deliberately did not repair it, just kind of serve as a little memorial and a little reminder of that there. So you can see it on the left-hand side. We are heading up to the old Melbourne jail.
Can someone do me a favour? Can you go back to that last spot and clip that clip of when I fell over in the shower, because we need to send that through to Hannah. Thank you. It should be about 8 hours. It should be around in the middle of the VOD, because it was before I went to bed last night. It was just when, if you can also clip the moment when Nick White raided the stream. And also, I'm not sure if anyone clipped the Hannah raid, but I'd appreciate if we could get the Hannah raid too. That would be righteous. Hi. You all traveling in a group? Oh, good. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's a nice place. So you get to learn more about your city. Yeah, cool. Oh, it's good. I'm traveling here from Auckland. Yeah. Oh, cool. How long have you lived here for?
I was first year in 2016.
Oh, right. Oh, cool.
Oh no, 2006.
Oh, 2006. Yeah, I thought your accent sounded kind of Australian now. Oh, yeah. Long time. Oh, wow. Oh, yo, this is where Ice needs to do his prison stream. This is pretty incredible, isn't it? Insane. Yeah.
So, folks, building behind me here, as you can see, is the old Melbourne jail. This was Melbourne's main prison from the 1840s all the way until the 1920s, when it closed, 1929. So for about 90 years, this was the main prison of Melbourne. It then closed up shop, moved further up north to Pentridge, and now it's kind of gone even further. You can see this kind of dark blue stone. This is bluestone, quite literally, it's called bluestone. It's actually old kind of lava, basically. As the lava comes down, it has those pockets there. You can also see the rich ironstone that serves as the outer wall just there. After the prison closed in 1929, it didn't do very much for a couple of years until the 1970s, when it reopened to what it is today, which is a fantastic museum. So if you want to learn about crime and punishment in the colonial era, go inside the old jail cells, hear the stories of the prisoners and the criminals. Very, very good fun to do so. They also run a lot of guided tours, including kind of a day in the life of a prisoner, as well as up into the guardhouse there. You see, they've actually just recently cleaned it up and refurbished it. The guardhouse there, so a day in the life of a guard. They can also do late night tours if you want to come into a ghost tour. Now, with all these young kids around, I do like to share this little story just to really put them in their place, because the story of the youngest prisoner ever held here is a young Michael Crimmins. Michael Crimmins was held here for 6 months after being arrested for being idle and disorderly. The youngest prisoner ever here, how old was he? This was in 1857. Give me some numbers. How old do you think Michael Crimmins was? 14, 1 year? That's a little steep.
7.
7.
9.
9. 6. 1 is still closest, he was 3. So, idle and disorderly is the legal way of saying, we found you on the side of the street, where are your parents? The kids were about on the street, without parents, without supervision. Why? In the 1850s, where were the parents going? To the gold rush, up in the central Victoria, so they left the kids here. The kids are only going to slow them down in terms of getting rich quick. They let the kids in the city, hopefully they'd be okay, they'd stay in the same spot. You know how you train your kids to wait in the same part of the supermarket? Anyway. Now, Michael Crimmins was actually relatively lucky. He was let out after only 3 months. The parents came back, and he was let go on the grounds of good behaviour. Who knows? Have you ever seen a good... Anyway, the point is, this prison has had many, many criminals, including the most famous, which is, of course, Ned Kelly. Now, Ned Kelly was the son of
Ned
Irish
Kelly,
immigrants
yeah.
that had come in about a decade early in the 1860s. Ned himself was a bushranger in the late 1870s.
Let's see if we can look in here. Oh yeah, here we go.
Killing Gang goes to the bank, all the money from the bank. Again, where do you go and go after a hard day's work? Talk about chess and complain about their boss. Relax. Look up. The Kelly Gang has had a hard day's work. They're taking every single pound out of the bank. They go to the pub as well. They buy themselves a drink, of course, it's hard work, but they also buy everyone else in the town a nice drink.
Okay.
Why might they be doing that, folks? I love this.
I'm gonna go in. Hey dude, are you joining the walking tour?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm a live streamer. What's your name?
Have you seen the Kelly Gang? No, sir.
Do you want to be on stream at all? Okay, cheers buddy.
Don't look at the free view in front of you. It's sponsored by the Kelly Gang. Basically did a lot like that. And this kind of works really well to get people on their side. A lot of people see them as like a Robin Hood type people.
How you going?
So very much
Where's the noose area?
My name, trains, governors, laws, etc. And if you escape, you're going to learn about people that actually escape jail. So do you want to do
Just giving them a peek.
next month?
No doing that, please. And no filming me.
Okay, no, that's
No filming me.
okay.
Yeah, thank you.
That was heavily triggered, man. No, I'm not going to press him. He's already in the jail. He was fucking triggered hard.
What was bad things you think? As soon as the fire started, it kind of caused this panic. The hostages were flushed out. The Kelly Gang members were flushed out, were shot and killed, except for Ned. Ned managed to escape out the back door with an injured hand and hid in the bush until morning. Now the next day, when he approached, he was quite imposing. He was about 6 feet tall, very, very impressive for the time. And he was kitted out in this
It's a tourist
set
place.
of iron armor.
It's like a
He
tourist
made
place
himself
and you don't want
chest
people to be
plate,
filming.
Side pad, shoulder plates, back plate, big helmet, which is a small slit cut out the guy. This was not fancy medieval knight stuff. This was just like big sheets of iron that he kind of wrapped around himself, but it worked. Imagine you're a police officer. You are tired and scared. You're facing the most wanted criminal in the whole colony. And then, darting from tree to tree, this blur, firing his pistol at you, you see Darth Vader himself. That's kind of the impression you have. Eventually, however, he was brought to the ground, arrested, put on trial, found guilty of killing a police officer, amongst other things, sentenced to death by Sir Redmond Barry, the guy out of
Don't film me.
Now, Ned Kelly's last words, as reported at the time, have become a bit of a famous Australian saying. Is anyone familiar with it? No? And a few words, very, very simple, such as life. The French have an expression, c'est la vie. The young people have an expression, that kind of life. Another quote of Ned I really like, after being sentenced to death by Sir Redmond, he looks back at him and says, where I go, you go with me. 10 days after Ned Kelly's execution, Sir Redmond Barry died.
Control the tour guide.
This is, if you like this kind of history and storytelling, absolutely you must check out this place. The reason why there's a lot of school groups here is that obviously it's a museum.
Oh, the shark that worked.
Historical excursions and something like that, so you will see a lot of kids about, which is very, very cool. It's great to see, definitely, if you like this kind of history, worth checking it out. Normally, I would tell you to go and see Ned Kelly's armor on display at the State Library. However, it is currently in the process of being slightly restored, and then they're going to move it into, and I have to say this, the Redmond Barry Reading Room. They are moving the armor into the room named after the guy who went. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, we can head around the corner and talk more. That's how the tour works. The State Library is an awesome place to go visit anyway.
I wonder if we're going to go see that guy. I was always a distraction, I was always a fucking distraction, you know? This is just like school. I'd just be going around with a camera just pointing it at people. And living my best life. Living my best life. Living my best life. Living my best life. 888. What the 8 hours movement. Trippy. It looks cool, eh, with the 888.
Sorry?
It's like triple infinity.
Yeah.
Triple infinity, bro.
I didn't think about it. You're right.
Yeah, because 8 is a very auspicious number in Chinese culture. Because it's like an infinite loop. Yeah.
Because the blue flag with the white Southern Cross on it. Save it in your mind. I will
What's better than infinity? Triple infinity. Where did Johnny Biggs go? I think we lost one of our, we had like a tag-along that was with us for a moment.
over here, and I will connect that flag. All of it comes together. So, first of all, the pillar on the far side of the road there, that is actually a very important one because that commemorates the fact that in Melbourne in 1856, we became the very first place in the world to have an 8-hour working day. Now, how did this come about? Very, very simply, in the 1850s, with a lot of people coming in for the gold rush, bringing money, they wanted to build big, important things. Those people had to be paid, of course, but they were working in very, very bad conditions and very long hours. Eventually, the group of stonemasons working up at the University of Melbourne had enough. They decided to put down their tools, walk off the job. They got themselves organised. They thought about how they wanted things to change. They came back to the government as their employers and said, we want to change. We want an 8-8-8 model. The 24-hour working day, we have 8 hours of work, 8 hours of rest, 8 hours of play. This kick-started a big, big change throughout the world because the gold miners and people working here had come from all over the world. And when they went back home, they took these ideas that had been established in Melbourne around the world. This is why 8-hour workday is pretty much a universal standard. But this is a big step forward. You kind of encapsulate here. Well, if you take the others at the same time, the first course is going to change and for the
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Is that, excuse me, is that dog like an authentic Australian iconic dog?
Australian Kelpie is a German Shepherd is very Kelpie cross.
Matt, do you mind if I get a video?
He's nearly 16, so he's gone a lot greyer than he was when he used to be very black.
What's your dog's name?
It's Dango.
And what's your name, bud?
Sorry?
What's your name?
Andrew.
I'm Benny. Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
So this is an authentic Australian dog, a mixed
He's
breed.
an Australian Kelpie, but he's crossed with a German Shepherd.
A Kelpie cross with a German Shepherd. Oh, you're a lovely thing, aren't you? Oh, cheers,
It's
buddy.
easy to find a purebred Australian Kelpie these days.
Right. He's a good boy. That's what chat's saying. Old good boy, a beauty. An Australian Shepherd is
He's
authentic
from
Australian
Mildura,
dog. From where?
Mildura, which
Okay. He's a darling. Hey, cheers, pal. Nice to meet you. Thanks for that. Thanks for your time. He's loving it. Hey, all the smells.
yeah, I know.
Hi. Oh, this is cool. This is Club Fringe. Yeah. Yo! This is wildin'. Very cool. Very funky. Very funky. On some other shit. Damn. Hey, yeah. My check gets bored very easily, so I try to double back around and like walk through the inside if I can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I saw a lot in there. That's fucking vibrant in there.
Oh, it's great. And especially
Oh, yeah.
with Fringe Festival. Oh, you're
That means I
streaming.
just got paid. Yeah. I'm streaming. I'm a live streamer. So one of the chat booked the tour for me
Oh, yeah.
because they're helping me make content.
Yeah.
So I'm basically homeless and traveling around, and they're basically paying my way, making it work. So remember, this gentleman here, he does this for free. So any support you can lend him would be gratefully received. What's your name again?
My name is Daniel.
This is Daniel. I'm Benny. And we're out here on these streets. We're keeping it 10 toes down. How much walking do you do on those Chevrolets every week?
Look, I average about 15,000, 20,000 steps a day.
Nice.
So, like,
Yeah. Nice, man. 15, 20K is tight. We out here. Righteous. Cheers, buddy. It's the tour's like 3 hours. Should I go up there and medicate? Oh, okay, we're looking at the houses.
In the town of Glen roll it. There is a monster, the big banana, the big whatever. There is also the big Ned Kelly out in Glenroe.
What about the big carrot man?
Big carrot? I'm not familiar with the big carrot.
Okay.
Wonderful. So, folks, this is Drummond Street, and I've brought you here just have a look at these gorgeous terrace houses here. Melbourne is actually known for it to be one of the best cities for Victorian era architecture because so much of it was not only built but also still very well maintained. Victorian era, of course, during the reign of Queen Victoria, she took the throne in 1837 of the United Kingdom. Melbourne was founded in 1835. She was then on the throne all the way until 1901. So throughout all of Melbourne's early years, the gold rush, the marvelous Melbourne Interfederation, she was like the constant throughout it all. So Melbourne was pretty much built from the start to be all Victorian. That's why you see these houses here. These come from the 1870s, very much merchant class houses. And now people from London often tell me, oh, we've got houses from this same time period, they don't look the same. No, because during going up to the First World War, they melted down all of that gorgeous iron lacework to make bullets and to make ammunition and weapons and whatnot. So ours are actually better maintained than a lot of the ones in the UK for that reason. So very, very cool to see that here. You can see these kind of houses anywhere in the first couple of rings of suburbs around town. In particular, kind of these northern suburbs like Carlton, Collingwood, Fitzroy, South Yarra, Richmond, anywhere in the first couple of rings, in amongst the more modern buildings there. Very, very cool to see. We're going to continue into Carlton Gardens. Come on through.
Wombat, you reckon I've got some haters? I haven't really talked to anyone. Yet. The camera crew usually, but yeah, we talked to Daniel. He was cool. He was enjoying it. Daniel was fun. Oh, this place is fucked up. This place is all fucked up. Oh, they're crossing and it's red. Crossing on a red. Got him. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, you can go. Oh, okay. Oh, that's very kind of you.
Open the next month or so. The left-hand tower is already open. Those are private apartments. The right-hand tower is going to be the new Shangri-La Hotel. Kind of 5-star. Much of the flats.
What's this shit hole?
bucks. 23 million. Very close. How much? 55? 35 million. Now we're getting close. 35 million. $39.5 million. Pardon? To purchase, yeah. Now, before they took out the cranes from the other building next door, the owner there asked to use it to airlift his McLaren up to the 56th floor. I think he's trying to recreate the scene from Fast and the Furious where they drive out of the building to the next one. Who knows? Anyway, as you can see, got a brand new housing there. We'll go through the water, but that's fine. Anyway, we're going to enter Carlton Gardens. Quick show of hands here. Who don't have one? The majority, fantastic, just like these trees. These trees have come from all over the world to be here in Melbourne today, just like you. I'll tell you about why a little bit later. Come on through.
Oh my God.
They're a native animal. You don't know what's happening. Imagine a squirrel, imagine a raccoon, the imaginary animal between those is the possum. They are native and they will go up on these trees, which are, like I said, imported from around the world. They normally scratch away at these kind of branches with leaves coming out. They normally scratch away at that. On the native trees, they like that it opens up more easily with the flowers. The other imported trees don't like it, so the council is so bad they stop them from climbing up. However, why am I stopping straight here? Because I
don't know what they're talking about. I think they're talking about possums.
nocturnal, their eyes very big. When you flash, you can damage their eyes, even blind them. So do be very mindful of that. But let's see. Let's move up to the wall down there. But I do want to take this moment here in the, I was going to say the quiet of the gardens, but hopefully they've done this patch of grass and now they'll move away. The quiet of the gardens to formally acknowledge the K-Expect to the future owners of the land on which we walk to conduct our tour here today. Here in the Melbourne CBD area of the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people, they alongside their cousins in the other clans of the East Kulin Nation, the Bunurong, the Wadawurrung, and the others around, have been here for well over 40,000 up to 60,000 years, looking after the land, the airways, the waterways, maintaining the beautiful cycles of life, and building.
He-Man sent $3.
I appreciate you.
So, why have people chosen to live here for so long? You're going to laugh at me when I tell you it's about Melbourne's amazing weather. No, but I do mean that legitimately. The weather that Melbourne is known for is great if you want to live here because it's very wet. There's a lot of rainfall, there's a lot of water flowing about, there are a lot of big rivers and waterways in this area. Water brings plant life brings animal life, all of that together means very stable food sources and very good land. So when the first Australians were trickling down from the north, either along the coast or from the centre, they kind of came down and found this area and it's like, oh, this is nice. Here. And so that's why you have a lot of groups that are setting around the Yarra River, or in the indigenous languages, Birru, which means river of mist, who is known to bring a little light force from the ancestors into the valley here to kind of irrigate everything there. That's why they're able to settle such large kind of areas and then invite groups from further afield to partake in celebrations and festivals on a regular basis back and forth. All of this was happening there. From why is Melbourne founded from a British perspective? Very simple. After they established Sydney in 1788 with the arrival of the first fleet, sending soldiers and convicts and settlers there, they were sending all their prisoners to Sydney, and they thought, Sydney is not going to turn out to be great if we send nothing but convicts there. Maybe we should spread out our prisoners up and down the coast. So they send ships up and down the coast to find other spots. 1803, they found a couple of spots on what is now the Mornington Peninsula. Couldn't quite make it work, packed up shop after about 3 months, and then went down south to Tasmania to settle, to make Tasmania their main prison colony for the next 30 years. In 1835 then, there was a guy who was living and working down in Tasmania.
What's Spidey wearing?
He was a farmer, but he wanted to be taken as a serious businessman. This guy is why we have a weird superhero naming obsession here in Melbourne. And if you ever look at a map of Melbourne, you'll see that there are so many things named after Batman. Yeah, Batman Avenue, Batman Park, Batman Hill, Batman Train Station, all of these things, Batman Street. All of these things are not related to Bruce Wayne. None of them are. Very unfortunate. This is one of the ways that I can tell you're a tourist. I will show you the other big tourist tell a bit later in the tour, but the first big tourist tell is people saying Batman. No. It's not that exciting. You have to cut it short. Batman. Shoot. Batman. Shoot. Everyone say Batman.
Batman.
There is no letter in between the M and the N. Just Batman.
Batman.
Okay. Yeah. It is as disappointing as the man himself. Yes, Batman came up, saw all this land, thought as a farmer, amazing, I'm going to set so many farms out, so much business here, amazing. He actually got an agreement written between the local people and himself. He's highly contentious. I am not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. He went back down south to Tasmania, was talking to his friends because he was a bragger. He was sharing all of his findings. He was sharing that he was the greatest landowner in the world. He had organised 600,000 acres of land. Just from here to the Great Ocean Road, just for some context. Huge. Anyway, Faulkner was a guy who was living, he was the owner of the hotel when Batman was there, and John Pascoe Faulkner was like, sounds like a lot of land for one person. I'm sure I'm just going to go up and he's going to be able to kind of go and do stuff, and he's not going to really care. So Faulkner said to Batman, you don't mind if I come and join you and we'll kind of split things up and we'll divide and we'll make even more. Batman was incredibly possessive. He told Faulkner to go away. Faulkner said, bite me, I'm going to do it anyway. So Faulkner went up, actually beat Batman back up, then settled his own city. Batman settled his city. These were separate cities. less than a kilometre apart from each other on the same site. If you've ever had bad neighbours, you've never had bad neighbours like this. The worst kind of just bickering, distracts and just spying on each other, just real nasty stuff. Anyway, eventually news of this little squabbling thing happened to reach the city. The news of this little settlement reached Governor Richard Burke. Now Burke was very angry, but no one had asked him for permission to sell
Ah, where's Spidey?
crown land. The British claimed it when they claimed the whole continent. They should have arranged with the local Aboriginal people because the British claimed the whole thing on the concept of terra nullius, and that the land belonged to no one. There was no one here of significance to buy the land from. Despite, you know, the interconnected stuff I was telling you about before. Yes, it is. Anyway, Richard Burke sent down Captain William Lonsdale to establish a local police presence and then would slowly incorporate Melbourne into the empire over the coming years. From 1835 to 1850, Melbourne grows slowly and steadily to have about 77,000 people in the general area. The 1850s, however, is a very
I just restarted the app.
very important time because of the... Let's talk about it overlooking that beautiful building over there.
Okay, cool. Let's go up top. You're right about the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Morning, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's forecasting to really clear up by the afternoon.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. If I can just clear up a little thing. This is a job.
Yeah.
This isn't just a volunteer thing. So yeah, but it is still tips based. So people pay whatever they feel it's worth.
Oh,
to do.
perfect.
So, yeah.
Okay, great. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, buddy.
Yeah.
Because you're doing an invaluable service, not only for the business that you operate under, but for these locals here and also the city, and also the wider tourism, local tours, walking tours. I did a walking tour years ago.
Oh yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it, mate.
It's
Yeah,
often
it's
the
brilliant.
best way to kind of really get to know the city.
Yeah.
Because it gives you that kind of ground level perspective. It's not just you're on a bus kind of being flung around. If you walk anywhere,
exactly,
you
bro.
can walk back to anywhere is the big thing I like.
Yeah, power. That's powerful.
Yeah.
And they like your costume as well because you're wearing the right colours, black and green. That's the colours for kick.com.
Right.
So you're actually our official kick.com guy. And what I'm doing is I'm not getting all your audio stuff and I'm walking away and stuff so that so if someone watches this they can't get the entire tour.
Yeah. Awesome, I appreciate that.
Okay, buddy?
Yeah.
And I'm also not trying to get in the faces of any of your people.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, no, I have noticed you guys play around.
Yeah. And if I'm up to some antics or if you hear a loud noise, that's just someone trying to help me get some light.
Yeah, easy. I will say, if you want an extra little piece of goss, like after I up this building, and I'm going to go into some more history, go have a look at that column over there. It has perhaps one of the most sassy plaques I've ever seen.
Wow, okay, I will. I'm going to check it out.
A little detour. Lovely. So, come up onto this grass so you can kind of have some shade, a bit of sun, depending on what you want. I like to think of Melbourne as a city of opportunity. Okay? You have to claim it when it comes. If you see some sun, roll up your sleeves, get that vitamin D, it's going to disappear in about 5 minutes. So you then roll the sleeves back in.
How are we?
Not too bad, man.
Let's go this way.
Man, like, Torn doesn't get it, man. Torn doesn't get it. Even though Americans have no line shit about him, but...
Oh, classic. Is that I want to be able to stream in Japan one day. And I don't want someone to cuck other people's content.
I understand.
So that's my main beef, bro.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. And the only reason I pressed you yesterday is because
No, you
Because I heard something about someone running around with a chicken breast.
Oh, that was not me. No, that was this other guy.
Yeah, well, they all reckon he's your brother.
Well, they're not. They're not.
So,
It's not. Yeah, not true.
okay, I'm just going to check my stream. Okay, we're back.
You don't want to stream with me?
Oh, I'm down to stream with you.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's see what does the chat show.
Pay for it. For it.
Hang on. Oh no, you have to register.
Do you need me to hotspot you?